Hi everybody and welcome back to Metroid Prime. In the last episode we defeated the boss of the Chozo Ruins, Flagra? I don't know how to pronounce that name. But we defeated the boss anyway and we ran around picking up a few spare collectibles in the other areas of Chozo Ruins that we passed through initially. Yeah, we just backtracked a little bit and grabbed a few more missile upgrades and I think an energy tank. And in today's episode we are descending down into Magmoor Caverns. I knew they were coming, those shriek bats. I was aware of them, but I didn't know when they were going to drop down. Oh, and there's another batch as well. Okay, cool. There's going to be a few shriek bats to begin with. So in Magmoor Caverns, it's particularly heated. If we didn't have our various suit that we picked up from Flagra, then we would be slowly losing, well, pretty quickly losing energy. There's a save room in here if you need it. I don't need to restore any energy, so I'm just going to get back out and on the road again, and more shriek bats, of course, naturally. And because Magmoor Caverns is a new area, we have a whole host of new enemies to scan and learn about. And more goddamn shriek bats, apparently. But those are just regular shriek bats, and we've already scanned them before. Here we have a new enemy. This is a Greeeeeat. And it's got a pretty cute name, but it's a bit vulnerable to missiles, which they destroyed in one hit. Strangely easy enemy to deal with, considering all the other enemies we've had to deal with up to this point. And yeah, Magmoor Caverns is a heated area, so very suit required. But, oh, there's another new enemy here. We could have come here before getting the various suit. I think we had the opportunity to come back, pass through the Hive Totem and get here, but yeah, we'd have just burnt to death. Get some pretty awesome music. Oh, hello, big dragon head guy rising from the magma. This is a Magmoor, which is what the caverns are named after. And in a particularly gruesome fashion, you can back off a sec to get them to retract into the lava. But yeah, to defeat these guys, blast them in the head a couple of times, back off to avoid their fire breath. I think you might be able to jump over it. But to hit them with 2 charge shots, or a charge shot and a missile, and we blow their heads off, that's just ridiculously gruesome. They're the only enemies like that just completely decapitate themselves. And we have a new enemy here as well. These are puffers, I think, and they explode into poison gas, which does harm us, unlike the what are they called, blast caps in Chozo Ruins. There's another Magmoor there, but those platforms sink into the lava, so we'll just want to back away quickly. And I could probably deal with them from here. I don't know how much range they have on the fire breath. Clearly not enough to reach me here. So it requires more missiles than 2. Maybe 1 charge shot, 2 missiles. I'm not really sure. And hidden back here we have the sandstone wall, so morphball bombs. Yep, sandstone. Just need to check to make sure. Or I could have just tried everything, blast a missile at it. If in doubt, throw everything at this throw everything at this obstacle. And since we're in a new room with puffers, I might as well scan a puff while I'm here. And this room is absolutely filled with them, so I'm going to just take a little bit of time to shoot them down before crossing the room. Oh, there's one right in front of me there and I missed it. Just don't step into that green cloud before. Just let it fade away, I guess. There's another over there, but that's not going to be in the way. I'm going to destroy it anyway, because I might as well. And there was another enemy in the passage a little while ago. It just jumped out the ground briefly. It's called a burrower. I could have scanned that as well, but it's not a missable scan, so I'm not too fussed about scanning it right now. There's another new enemy here. So yeah, upon reaching a new area we have a whole bunch of new enemies to deal with. I'm not going to scan these just yet, but they're Triclops, and they capture us in morphball form. They're a specific morphball based obstacle, and oh, he was a bit close to the entrance there. Let's roll them through, and you can drop a morphball bomb, and they will target it. Like, they have priority to target the bombs rather than yourself. So yeah, they will target you to begin with, but as soon as they grab your bomb, they stop targeting you, and well, they explode with the bombs in their mouth. So that's the way of dealing with them. Dems? Don't know why I said dems. That's the way of dealing with them. And through here we actually have a room called the Triclops Pit, which contains a good number of them. They're all underneath the panelling on the ground. Wait, can I get a scan on them from here? They seem to be obscured by the grating above them. I see you down there, but I cannot scan you. How strange. But we can get underneath where the Triclops are. In fact, there is an optional upgrade if we head down here. Got a nice little tunnel. This is actually quite nifty little hidden away section. But this is all for one missile expansion, and there's quite a lot of stuff. If you get caught in the Triclops mouth, just waggle the control stick. You might be able to hear me grinding the control stick around in a circle there, just to get away from them. So yeah, you can waggle the control stick, or you can just let them spit you out at the exit. But it's a bit time consuming to wait for them to do that. Head on over to the... what corner of the room is this? What direction am I facing? Okay, we're heading to the southwest corner of this room. Had to check my directions real quick, and there's a hidden door through the underpass with the Triclops. And through here we have I think it's called the storage cavern, and there's only one thing back here, and it's a missile expansion. So yeah, we come a long way out just for one missile expansion. There's nothing else down underneath the Triclops pit. But yeah, there's another missile expansion for us. It's a bit weird calling this a storage cavern. I don't know why you'd want to store anything here. It's like you get the heat from the magma underneath and probably ruin everything that you stored in there. Storing crates? No, just going to heat up and explode. Yeah, it doesn't seem a particularly safe place to store stuff. Also, I don't understand the design of this section. Like, there's a bunch of mechanical parts interspersed with, well, just the caverns in general. But it's never. I don't think it's ever explicitly explained why it's all here, why it's mechanical, why it's been mechanized. I guess the Chozo had something to do with it because they do have some kind of technology behind them. So I can't get out. I cannot get out. I've fallen and can't get up. Okay, there we go. Back out again. And I need to return to the door where we first entered the room, if I can. A bit of a jagged geometry there on the side. And now we hop up these platforms, more puffers along the way. There's one up ahead. We shoot them ahead of time. And don't let the platform drop down too quickly. And they're all there. Might as well deal with him. Made no difference to me. And another room with puffers in. Let's be safe. I think they always travel in pairs, so that's 3. There's one over there as well. Hard to target them when this platform keeps rising up and blocking my view. Please stop doing that. There's probably one more, right? Oh, what the? I didn't realise what angle I was walking at there. I couldn't see the ground beneath my feet. I'm playing on a smaller screen today. I'm playing on the Wii U gamepad screen rather than the main TV. For a particular reason, that is Christmas lights seem to interfere with the Wiimote pointer when using it on the main TV. But it doesn't seem to affect it on the gamepad, which is strange, but well, it's quite convenient. But yeah, I'm sitting in a weird position, so if the audio sounds maybe a little bit different, it's because I'm propping up the gamepad. And then we have the turrets that we first saw in the frigate Orpheon. I've already scanned them. Yeah, it's just weird that they brought them back here. These ones seem to take two hits to destroy, 2 missiles and then, or 2 charge shots, which I don't think applied to the ones on the frigate Orpheon either. 1 second. Okay, back. Sorry about the distraction there. Now we have to climb up this room. I think it's like a security station or something like that. A bunch of monitors up top. There's also a door over here. Don't go through that just yet because we'll be returning to this point probably in the next episode, in fact. And yeah, we'll go through that door at that time. So yeah, don't bother going through there just yet. So we're going through there momentarily. But for now, we need to ascend this room. I think there's another turret up there. Yes, let's throw 1 missile, which doesn't destroy it. Throw another one. Does destroy it. Watch out for any excess shots it fires off. Oh, before I forget, I should probably point out that the music in this area, it might be obvious if you played the game, but oh, I just jumped straight into that puffer storm there. But yeah, the music in this area is a remix of, I think it's Lower Norfair from Super Metroid. It's a higher quality version. I wouldn't say it's a remix, but it's a higher quality version, not using the SNES sound font. So yeah, it's obviously going to be a bit higher quality. Don't know if I prefer it though. Okay, so here we have something interesting in the trilogy version, to be honest. In the original versions, what we'd have to do here, there's an energy tank in this passage, and we'd have to do a double bomb jump to get up there. But these blocks underneath will be destroyed if we lay down 2 bombs. 1, 2. And that would plonk us into the lava if we failed the bomb jump. But because we're playing the trilogy version, this becomes much, much easier, so significantly easier. We don't need to worry about falling down at all. We can just jump up like that and drop a bomb, and don't need to worry about it destroying the block underneath us. And yeah, we do that 3 times in a row, and voila, we are up. Also, my timing is appalling today. That's this energy tank. It's a bit low, but that's fine nonetheless. So yeah, I like to say that I'd recommend the trilogy version, purely because of the spring ball. It makes things so much more convenient when travelling around in morph ball form. But in situations like that, it completely negates the original intentions of that puzzle. Like, yeah, it's weird. And we're not staying in Magmore Caverns long. We're heading right on to a new area. And welcome to Phendrana Drifts, the next area we're visiting. Magmore Caverns is pretty much just a through pass, and I think it's the only area in the game without a boss in it. So yeah, it seems like a bit of a waste of a level design, but nope. Here we are in a nice, pretty snow area. A weird juxtaposition to Magmore Caverns, from a fiery area straight into a snow-covered area. And if we look up in the sky, we've got this wide open area. This is Phendrana shorelines. There are these things gliding about. I think that, and it's quite hard to keep track of them as they fly around. They are flicker bats. And in this area, we can't actually do too much just yet. What we need to do in the long run is get up to that chapel on the top of the hill there. Don't need to worry about the flicker bats. They don't do any damage to us unless we're up near them, and we're not at the moment. There is a save room through this small passage here. There's a new enemy on the wall there. I'm going to scan it on the way out because I'm sure I've got the flicker bat message still on the screen. Got to be aware of that when doing the scanning stuff. I'm not going to save. I'm just going to restore some energy. If I was at full energy already, whoops, but I wasn't paying attention. Let's head on through, and what? Oh, I get wedged in these weird little light fixings sticking out of the ground. Okay, that's a bit strange. Some weird geometry going on here and there in this game, I must say. Just some small objects. And for now, what we need to do is... Actually, I think I missed a step here, but we need to head up here. And we need to get to the door on the far side. I'm going to scan one of these right now. They are crystallites. And the only way we can destroy them is by blasting them with a missile. So yeah. And there are some things that I'm going to have to go back and scan that we've passed by in this episode, like the Triclops and the Burrow enemy. And I did miss a step. I thought so. So yeah, down here we have this thing here, and I think this material is missile based. Is it? Radian? Is Radian missiles, or is it charge shots? I just shot straight. Okay, so it must be missiles. I just shoot straight through it. Yeah, it's missiles. Okay. It might be able to destroy it with a morph ball bomb as well, I'm not sure. Because there are like a couple of materials that can be destroyed with missiles. Radian's one of them. But I can't remember what the other one's called. But yeah, okay. So the door directly above has been unlocked. I should have scanned that first, but I was a bit careless there. Let's roll on over through the water. There's a hidden missile expansion just behind this column over here, but it's trapped behind an ice wall, and there's no way for us to deal with this just yet. And it can be melted away with extreme heat, which we lack. Apparently our missiles just aren't hot enough. That's, yeah. An explosion right next to it isn't hot enough to melt the ice. Okay. I'll take your word for it, game. Sure, why not? But yeah, we need to head across this way to begin with. In the long run, we need to get across to the other side. For now. Through here we have another type of bombu. I think we saw a pulse bombu in the last episode. But these are scatter bombus. And much like the pulse bombus, scatter bombus are completely immune to any weaponry we have right now. Door cannot be opened with that weapon. I think I accidentally blasted it with something there. Wait, no, that door is always open. Wait, what did I hit that with? What the hell? Door cannot be opened with that weapon. Hang on. What the hell? What's it doing? But you can open a door with that weapon. Wait, you can't. Oh! I did not realise you couldn't open doors with missiles until this very moment. Well, that's a revelation for me. But anyway, wow. Wow. How long have I been playing this game for? About 8 years now? I did not realise you couldn't open regular doors with missiles. You had to use regular shots and use missiles to blow off blast shields. But yeah, just slip past them with multiple form. I feel like they got the names of scatter bombers and pulse bombers reversed, simply because of the way they act. There's another new enemy through here. But yeah, scatter bombers are the ones that rotate in corridors like that, but pulse bombers are the ones that scatter things. Yeah, it's weird. So yeah, we've got these things, these blue lumps in the ground, but they're actually enemies, just dormant for now. They are baby Shegoths, and there's 2 of them. They're probably the most complicated enemy we have to face so far. We have to shoot them in the back only, and they have like ice shots like that. They can charge into you, and they have like this close range ice breath attack. But yeah, the only way we can destroy them is get behind them, and when they're a pack of 2, they are maybe a little bit harder to deal with, because the other ones tend to block the shots of the others. So if we're aiming at this one, the other one might jump in the way. But yeah, shoot the thing off its back and it becomes vulnerable. Also, I just broke the shot off the other guy's back there. Broke the shell off the other guy's back with the missile as I passed by it. Just the explosion radius. Use regular shots as well, but charge shots and missiles are the way to go. Strafe around it. Yeah, this is where it's probably most complicated. Get behind it, break its shell, and then finish up with missile or whatever regular shots would do at that point. And get some more missiles back. Why did that not destroy those crates? I'd shot a missile right next to it, and it did nothing. It did nothing! Let's head on over. We need to get to a high point, I think. It's up in that corner. Yeah, this is like a dead end over here. Let's break these open. Can I get some more missiles, please? I'm squandering missiles breaking open crates, but I'm not getting anything in return. Typical. Okay. It's the item that you need, you never get. What's that principle? It's like a principle of game design or something like that. And it seems to apply to Metroid most of all. If you're after energy, you'll get missiles. If you're after missiles, you get energy. Yeah, okay, speaking of missiles, here we go. And just what I needed. Okay, and then we jump across, and nothing in this room below us, I don't think. Just a dead end. Crystallites. Oh, got a double kill, nice. Don't need to squander too many missiles. And I believe it's through this door here. Oh, is that? I'm looking for... Yeah, okay, I'm looking for missiles, like a 10 pack of missile ammo, but I can't really tell the difference between the 5 pack and the 10 pack. But through here is something important. And remember the burrowers that we saw in Magmor Caverns just a second ago? I didn't scan them at the time, but here we have an ice variation. It's an ice burrower. What an original name. And ice burrowers are a limited time scan. They're completely missable, and for the life of me, I cannot remember when they become unavailable. But I like to scan them right off the bat. It might be as soon as you destroy this pack of them, like they never appear again, which would be a bit of a dick move, but it's not unlike this game to probably do something like that. So yeah, I'm going to scan them right now because I know they are missable. Also, this one doesn't want to jump out, and I missed it. Come on, bit of an annoying thing to deal with. Come on, tunnel, tunnel, jump out, jump out, jump out, jump out. Oh, other one right. Okay, there we go, one down. I don't need to destroy them, I can just keep moving, but might get in the way. Ow, that hurt. Did damage. Okay, I think I dealt with all of them. Okay, so yeah, missable scan. Don't know when they become unavailable. Scan them right now. That's my advice, right? So, a bit unprofessional. Let's head on through here, and here we have more pulse bomb. I think I forgot to scan one of these pulse bombers at the time. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, let's get one right now. So yeah, let's just avoid them for now. We can't do anything about them. Let's carry on. I think it says something about electrical energy is required. In this room we have more baby Shegoths, so yet again more advanced combat. Let's try and wake one up at a time, but I think if I start shooting at this guy, the other one will wake up as well. Especially if shots ricochet around the room. I've got to suck straight front to its back. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, if I can get on a high point, that's actually a... Oh yeah, if you get frozen, tap the B button rapidly, they've got like a close range ice breath. Which is rather annoying, because it trapped me twice in a row. I'm like cornered. Yeah, I can't seem to move out the way. Yeah, that's like a dead end. Huh. Break that shell. Please stop freezing me. You're not that difficult on your own, but when there's 2 of them, gotta be aware of where they are. Doesn't take a few regular shots to... Oh, when they're dead on the floor, their carcass still has a hitbox, so I couldn't move around it there. Okay, let's do the missile tech. Like pump missiles, I think is what it's called. Where you change from regular shots to missiles, to fire missiles at a high rate. There is a timing to it, but I just don't have it apparently. Okay, there's a crystallite up here. Nice, I grabbed it. Oh! Was that a 10 missile or was it a 5 missile? I'm not sure, I'm keeping my eye out for it. And here we have Chozo Lore. the first instance of Chozo lore outside of the Chozo ruins, so let's get a new scan. And I believe this article is called Cipher. Cipher! Anyway, nothing else really for us to do in this room. There's a door up there, but it's purple. Can't do anything about purple doors just yet. So you head down this little side passage, and here we have a missile blast shield. I don't really understand why they use missile blast shields beyond the first point. Like, I understand it being used to block progress until you have missiles, but at this point, surely you're guaranteed to at least have 5 missiles. At least somewhere along the line. Like, even if you've skipped any missile expansions. Like, I'm sure, even if you sequence break the game, you'll still have missiles at this point. So yeah, I don't know why they keep throwing blast shields on the door. But yeah, keep in mind that they are missable scans, so I guess that gives you a few more opportunities. Another baby Shegoth down there. I do have a height advantage, but I can't seem to get to its rear from here. This is where turning off the lock-on free aim might come in handy. Okay, yeah, if I shoot it from above. There we go, break its shell, and there we go. Dead. And head down this icy passage. Climb up here, we've got another scan point. Ooh. Oh, hello. I didn't realise there was a crystal light here. Wow, that's got a weird hitbox to it. I don't think I was touching it there, but I still took damage. How weird. And we've got these hovering platforms. I'm not going to scan them, but there is a sent item on the other side of the room I fell off. Oops, a daisy. That keeps happening. I don't know why, maybe I'm a bit loose on the control stick. Oh, is that the missile expansion I'm after? Nope, that's still 5. God damn it, I can't tell the difference. But yeah, we need to scan this point here, and this will lower the platforms into position just briefly. As soon as we step on them, they will start to fall apart, so we need to cross this gap quite quickly. Got just a few short jumps. And along the other side, we have a new upgrade for us, and the only upgrade we're going to grab in this episode. It is another Morph Ball expansion. We get the Boost Ball acquired, and the Boost Ball is what we use to accelerate quite quickly in Morph Ball form, and its most prominent use is in half-pipes, like this one, and the ones we've seen in Chozo Ruins and Talon Overworld. So now we have a way of accessing these things, and here begins probably my least favourite part of the game, purely because of how stupid it is to backtrack so far just for one simple upgrade. So now we have the Boost Ball, and we need to take it back to a half pipe that we've seen previously. It's the one in Talon Overworld. I don't think I acknowledged it at the time, but there is a half pipe in Talon Overworld that we can now access. So yeah, we have to backtrack all the way to Talon Overworld just to get an item to come back to Phendrana Drifts. Now I feel like that's a bit of a weird game design choice right there. Also the Shegoths are going to be back in this room. Kind of deal with them again. Hello. Oh, I'm a bit of a tight corner there. This is a dead end. Right. But yeah, I don't really like this whole sequence of events. We have to grab the Boost Ball, run on back to Talon Overworld, and whoa! Nice charge attack there. Before I leave this room, I want to scan something else of relative importance. I might as well deal with these guys again. Break your thing. Don't know if charge shots are the way to go on missiles. I think charge shots do more damage. Yeah, you break the shells open in 2 charge shots, but it takes like 4 missiles, so charge shots are the way to go. And straight around, and there we go, and 1 missile to finish you up. Why not? So I think I'm going to leave this episode at this. I think there's a cutscene coming up through this door, but we grabbed the Boost Ball, which is actually a pretty nifty upgrade. Use it to go quite quickly. Quite useful in speedruns, I assume. I'm not a speedrunner, but we have another encounter. Oh, it's Ridley again. Turns out that ground-based recon was more useful than I expected, even though he's just flown away and we've lost him again. So yeah, that's I'm going to spoil it right now, but there's only one more encounter with Ridley, and it's more towards the end of the game. So yeah, that's the last time we'll see Ridley for a long time. And well, that's it for now. We grabbed the Boost Ball, and that's really everything that we did. We trekked through Magmore Caverns to get to Phendrana Drifts. So we've explored 2 areas technically, but We haven't really done a lot in them just yet. We grabbed one upgrade. And in the next episode we're going to use said upgrade and go back to a previous area and grab another upgrade. We're just chasing upgrades at the moment. But I'll see you in the next episode where we travel back to Talon Overworld. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye for now.